Heavy rainfall continues to be seen across a good portion of Visayas heading into southern Luzon today. And I even think that Manila is going to be getting in on this precipitation as we go ahead through our day on Sunday. So let's break down this forecast as our storm system starts to head off here towards the north. Track across the Bicol region east of Manila, albeit I think we could see a slight track further towards the west. So something you want to keep in mind before it just skirts the east coast of Luzon. Here's a look at the track from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Note that it is likely going to be passing towards the south of Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands. You'll still see some waves out there, but thankfully you're not going to get the full brunt of, at that time, could be a fairly potent typhoon as it starts to race off towards the north. And then the track from the Japan Meteorological Agency, still not an international name on this yet because it is still a tropical depression according to JMA. Signal force warnings have been issued across basically Leyte, Samar, Masbate, all across the Bicol region up to its Quezon province as well. So yeah, there's no signal force 2, signal force 1 for those windy conditions, tropical depression type winds. The main issue continues to be the rainfall though that is coming in out of this storm system. Now, when I say rainfall being an issue, yes, it can be a localized problem, but a lot of these areas have much needed precipitation taking place. Some of the areas being affected the most across the Bicol region, southern Quezon, rest of Visayas, Siargao, also eastern Visayas, really a lot of these islands out here along the east coast, seeing some of the heaviest precip here on the 25th, extending over towards the 26th, and eventually this is going to move towards the north as we go ahead into the 27th. Now, I think even Manila could be getting in on some of this localized urban flooding threat here. So one thing you want to note is those rainfall warnings. I just mentioned the signal force warnings. Of course, a lot of people pay attention to those, but those are really wind. There's nothing to do with the rain. You want to pay attention to those orange or red rainfall warnings. You get 30 millimeters in less than an hour, you're in a red rainfall warning. That could cause some serious flooding out here. So something just keep in mind as we continue to watch this storm system. All right, so let's take a look at some of the forecast here according to the ECMWF as it tracks towards the north over Bicol. This is a track for Sunday, and really the ECMWF and the GFS, for that matter, continues to take this closer and closer to the Metro Manila area. I know the official track, once again, it keeps it further towards the east here, but the guidance and the general trending we have been seeing really strongly indicates that this is going to track further towards the west. That means the metro area, the NCR, could be looking at some pretty decent rainfall here on our Sunday as it stalls out. And then eventually we have a front towards the north that as this basically hooks down, that's going to act as a wall and allow this to stop here and then churn and get hooked up to that front and scoop out here towards the south of Japan. So one more look at the model guidance here, and we'll run this through. Watch as it tracks towards the north. Slight westward trend. Impacts that front, starting to dip down past Taiwan, and then eventually moves offshore. Once it taps back into those warm sea surface temperatures of the Philippine Sea effect likely is going to take place here, but the good news at that point, it will be moving away from Luzon and back out towards sea. Now, Minami Daito, one of these islands just towards the south of Okinawa, could see some direct impacts from this storm system, but just in general, it will be moving away. You still have the inflow on the backside of it, though, that is going to be bringing some rainfall from Manila out towards Region 1, and really a good West Coast event for the Philippines here as this moves away, and may not kick off the rainy season, but it's sure going to feel like it for a few days here. All right, and this is another look as our storm pulls away, but we saw that precipitation building in on the back side. And then we take a look at the overall rainfall accumulation. Once again, the winds not being the main issue, it is the rain, which is needed, and you want some precip, but short time heavy rain and localized spots, of course, can continue to cause some issues here. So your forecast for Sunday, the Philippines is seeing rain. There you go. There's the flyover. But the heaviest of it is going to be into the Bicol region, extending out through central Luzon and really along the east coast of Luzon, east of the Sierra Madre Mountains for sure. Those mountains, boy, whew, You know anybody up there going for a hike? That is a bad idea. All right, floodwaters can rise fast though, so be smart, be safe out there, guys. As always, just if you have any questions, let me know. Be extra careful. These type of storms cause the biggest issues in my opinion, and not only in my opinion, my observations over the last 20 years I've been doing this, because people just, I think they take it seriously. They just, everybody's been through a tropical depression. It's not much to fret about, but it still can cause problems. It can still cause its own type of issues, and I think sometimes people get caught off guard. So it's one of those things, especially if this decides to park over Manila, we could be looking at some pretty serious urban flooding out here. So as always, just be smart, help out your neighbors, help out your friends, make sure everybody's weather aware. All right, big thanks for everybody on Patreon who support this channel. If you want, don't go anywhere just yet. Hit that like and subscribe button. It goes such a long way in supporting it. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and really, yeah, I'll end with that. So stay safe out there, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.